Hello, it is Lex. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me today. And yes, it has happened. I have sold the Defender. You know what? Anna, my girlfriend, and I, we've built so much memories with the Defender, and it was a hard one to let go of. But it is gone. And you're probably thinking, Lex, why did you sell it? Prices are going up as well. Why would you let go of it? And why did I sell it? Well, no. It's not because it flexes really well. In fact, I love the fact that it flexes incredibly well, even though I never took it off road once. I literally pampered this thing. Like, I drove it everywhere. I did overlanding, camping, wild, and all sorts, but I never really tested it properly. I never, yeah, I just, I just pampered it. I took really good care of it, and then sold it to somebody who will probably do crazy things with it. But no, that's not the reason why I sold it. Uh, Again, that's Anna. We were in Scotland here, and this is a crazy story. We had incredible, like we were basically caught up in a windstorm, and we had our hard shell roof tent, and we'd already been caught in a windstorm a couple of days prior to this day, and the tent was fine, but we thought, look, we don't want to risk it. We'll just sleep in the Defender. So Anna slept there, I slept there. You can see clearly we're both very tall. Anna is 5'11", I'm 6'4.5". Sorry about that. Yeah, so it's small. And again, it's a 90. You're thinking, well, Lex, it's a 90. Why is that a problem? Why are you bothered about it? It is, and I agree. It's a 90. It is small, but when I bought it, I didn't buy it with the intention of overlanding. I bought it because I love Defender, the old Defender, and then overlanding and camping sort of came afterwards. But it is a very small car for us, and also when you're driving 4, 5, 6, 7 hours in this space, your body begins to feel it. And it took me a while to accept that, in terms of that I was having serious joint pain, like my knee, mostly my right knee, from like using the clutch and from using the throttle and the brake. Again, living in London, driving back and forth in London, often in traffic, my right knee was sort of screaming, Lex, stop. And also long distance driving, it became very, very, very painful. And I know Defender lovers out there, you're probably thinking, well, Lex, there are things you can do. You can put a seat raiser in here to give you more space. You can obviously trim the bulkhead, and those are all right things to do. But personally, my preference was to not overly modify the Defender. I really wanted to keep it as original as possible. And I agree. I mean, I changed a few things. Excuse me. I changed a few things in it. I mean, I put the panoramic glass there. I think that was the main thing I did. Everything else was sort of within the classic look. But I just didn't want to. I didn't want to cut down the bulkhead. I didn't want to overly modify it to get a bit more room. And we decided actually we'll sell the 90, and because we still love Defender, we would get a 130. Now, I'm a fan of the 130. I bought the 90 thinking, okay, I don't want to get into the 130 straight away. Let's get the 90 and see. But again, the 130 for me, is in a way still my, a dream truck in a way. But and the plan was to get the 130, take the rear top off, and put this camper on the chassis. So I attached this to the chassis of the 130. Now, you're probably thinking, what is this? This is a Crawler CMP 190. This is, for me, one of the best campers out there. It does everything you need it to do. It's got a a two burner stove. It's got like a washing area. It's got a fridge. Like it sleeps three as well. So two people sleep in here. One person sleeps on top over there. You've got a solar panel. Like, it's got 80 liters or so water stored somewhere. Like, give me this, and I'll go away for a month and a half, happy, just living wild. It's got shower as well. You can be self-sustainable in this. So this is my dream camper. It's Crawler. It's a company in Turkey. They're amazing. I'll put a link to this in the description bits in the video, so you can go ahead and click that. So that was the plan for the 130. However, something else happened. It's called ULEZ. It's basically an extra levy on higher polluting vehicles. Previously, this was constrained to sort of a section of London, but from October last year, it was expanded to pretty much like 2/3 of London in a way, and that covered our area. And what this does is you get charged extra £12.50 every day you drive your polluting car. Now, we drive quite a lot, so that's extra £12.50 a day, which really doesn't make sense to keep paying all of the time. And then also, the area we live in, parking is crazy. At times, if we come back home late, we're certainly not going to find any parking, but there are temporary parking zones we can park in. And then the next morning, we've got to wake up early to move the car. So even if I were to be in a situation where I had driven the previous day, I'm happy to pay the £12.50. If I were to get up early to just move my car into an open space, I would end up having, this is going to go off in a minute, there you go. I would end up having to pay an extra £12.50 just to move the Defender from where it was to somewhere new. So, sorry about this, will come up in a minute. So for me, it just doesn't make a financial sense to keep doing that. So for that reason, and unfortunately, I'm having to say just a temporary buy to the Defender for as long as we live in London. I think if we were to move out of London, I certainly would be getting another Defender, because I love a Defender, and I love a Defender. So what does that mean for the channel, for my girlfriend and I, for us, for this going forward, our Insta account as well? It means we have to rebrand, and this is a hard one for me, and it's one I have put off for a while, because I see this as part of my identity. So yeah, and also importantly, all of this started with the Land Rover Defender. I bought the Defender in the middle of the pandemic because it's a car I genuinely love, and I felt like I didn't realize this incredibly amazing Defender family. I mean, we've had times when we've been driving around and people have messaged me saying, Lex, if you're driving up the A12, I'm 5 minutes away, pop by for a cup of tea, let's have a chat, let's just catch up. I'm like, I don't even know you, but thank you. Like, I'd love that. People just open up their homes. I've got someone else who said, Lex, whenever you have time, come down to Dorset. We'll show you the hidden gems that the tourists don't know about, and we'll show you things. I'm like, oh yes, thank you. I'll take up your offer. The offer is still there. I'm still waiting to take that offer up once we get a new car. So the Defender family for me is one of the best. I mean, the best vehicle car family out there, unrivaled, and it's incredible. It's incredible, and I feel I've been accepted into that family. So this Land Rover Leks really is part of my identity. But I also have to be honest. Given the likelihood of going with a different vehicle, I think it's only fair that I move away from Land Rover Leks and moved to Overlanding Leks, which really is my passion. I feel the Land Rover Defender opened up the door to overlanding, and Anna and I now love overlanding so much that we want to do a lot more of it. You know, we want to do more parts of the UK. We want to do Europe now. We want to travel to to Southern America and just do a lot of overlanding there. So that we've got massive plans for overlanding for the next couple of years. So we feel overlanding will be a more accurate reflection of the plans we have for the channel, for ourselves, and also reflective of the fact that we won't be having a Defender for a while. So, bye bye Land Rover Leks, and welcome Overlanding Leks. So, having done that, which is very hard for me by the way, having done that, what is next? Like, if it wouldn't be a Defender, like what would it be? So personally, like if I'm honest, like my best dream truck after the Defender is a Tacoma. I love a Tacoma. For those who don't know, this is the Toyota Tacoma. It's a truck. It's actually the best selling mid-sized truck in the US, and this thing also has the highest resale value of any mid-sized truck in the US. This thing is popular. It's like it's everywhere in the US. People love it. It's reliable as well because it's Toyota. And in UK and in Europe, we get the Hilux, so we get Toyota Hilux. And you're thinking, well, Lex, why didn't you just get a Hilux? I'm sorry. Like, Hilux is great for those who love it, but for me, this thing looks beautiful. Like, I would choose this. I would go through the stress of bringing one in from US to the UK, and just going to grab one in the UK. Like, I would do it because it's incredible. Just look at that. Just look at that. I would choose that over Hilux anytime, and that's really something I will end up doing. And actually, I got so close to doing it as well. I had put direct deposit about 3 weeks ago for a Tacoma to be brought in from Miami, and I got it from a salvage company there. I was going to get them to do it up. Then after doing it up, after fixing it, I was going to send it to a custom shop for them to do the suspension. So I wanted a low profile bumper with winch and also factor 55 link there. I wanted Bilsteins shocks, so 55. Bilstein shocks, front and rear, Oldman Emu leaf springs. I can't remember the name of the wheels. Method wheels. I wanted method wheels as well, chrome method wheels. But I pulled out because I felt the guy I was communicating with wasn't communicating quickly enough. Like, he wasn't responsive, and I felt I'm spending a lot of money, like buying this truck from you, and this is my dream truck, and I need you to like speak to me. So we decided to, for now, just pull out of the deal, and they were understanding, refunding my deposit back. But I'm still searching, I'm still hunting. Again, I want to make sure I get the best one. Those of you in the US, if you know how I can do that, give me a shout, message me, happy to chat. So anyway, the Tacoma is my dream truck, and what I'd like to do with it, like the 130, is get one, do the suspension upgrades, bigger wheels, all of that, and then put a camper on it. 4-wheel camper could be a good one. Alucab, this is Alucab, could be a great one as well. But then again, currently I've got my mind set on the Crawler CMP 190. I think it sort of opens up in a transformative way. It sort of transforms the way this folds out and that folds up, and it just looks incredible. And it slips reasonable amount of people as well. So, like, this is my dream truck, but obviously modified better than this. This is probably a TRD Sport, so I'll get the TRD off-road, not the Pro, the off-road, which has sort of black flare, wheel flares, and so that I'll do a lot more to it than this. Anyway, as you can tell, this is a lot, and it's probably, not too long time away, but it's a year away or so, we'll see. But realistically, in the UK, what can I do? Because right now, we want to overland, we want to travel and go camping and, you know, do all sorts, but we can't. So like, what can I do right now for myself in the UK? So I am excited to announce the fact that I've been working on a new series. And what that means is I have picked 5 vehicles to test drive. And actually I've got more than 5, but 5 have been done for now. 5 have been done up until this stage. And what I'll be doing with those 5 vehicles is I'll be putting them through my 5 overlanding tests. Now, in a separate video, I'll be covering what those overlanding tests are. So after this video, the next video after this will be that. I'll dive into the 5 overlanding tests. So you're thinking, what are those 5 vehicles? Let's go into it. The first vehicle is the BMW X5. So can you actually overland in this thing? Is it possible? What can you do? How does this fare when it comes to my 5 tests? You'll have to wait to see. And then secondly, an Audi Q7, which was good. I was impressed by the Audi. Very impressed. I did my test on this as well. And then of course number 3, we've got it there, the Hilux. I thought, well, Lex, you know, if you are going to go and buy a Tacoma from the US, why not try what Europe and UK has to offer? So I went and got myself a test drive in the Hilux as well. And I put it through my 5 tests. And then of course, I have to do it in a Land Rover 110 as well, which this thing, I mean, I wanted to hate it, but once I jumped inside, it was hard to hate it. Yeah, watch out for that in the video. And then of course, lastly, I thought, let's throw a budget one in there. So I went and performed my 5 tests on the Dacia Duster, which was very, very impressive, if I'm honest. And this is like a fraction of the cost of the other ones I've just gone through, obviously with the exception of the Hilux. It's probably half the price of the Hilux. So those are the 5 vehicles I'll be doing my test on. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, it's a lot of fun. So what happens now is I've already shot all the videos. I'm now going through editing, so I'll be editing everything, and then I'll be releasing them on YouTube. So this is the first day, just letting you know what I've been up to. It's been a while. I know I've been quiet. I've just been working away in the background. So I'll put this video up for you guys to see, this one I'm recording. And then after this, the next video will be on what the 5 overlanding tests are. And then after that, I'll then begin to release the 5 videos. And there might be more tests done. We'll see. But for now, I'm promising 5. But thank you so much for joining me in this video. Thank you for being patient with me. Please, please, please go and click on that subscribe button. And while you're at it, click on the notification bell as well. So once I upload the new videos, you'll be the first to be notified. I really am excited to share this with you. Thanks for joining and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Bye.